Hey, Case. Okay, let's get to that 8D that I didn't get to the other day. Uh, Computer was a little glitchy. I had to do a little bit of fixing on it there um, after, but I got it working now. It was just my drawing pad was all glitchy. All right, so when we get to 8D, this is a challenging one as well, in that we have some long, uh, we have two divisions, and we are looking at factoring by decomposition. So what I'm going to do first, before I do anything here, is I'm going to factor each out so that I know what they are. So the first piece of work that I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 8y squared minus 2y minus 3. And I'm going to factor that first. So we're using decomposition, so we have to multiply to 24, a negative 24, and we have to add to negative 3. So the two numbers that I'm thinking of are 6 and 4. Negative 6 times positive 4 gives us 24 negative and adds to negative 2. So I'm going to put in negative 6y plus 4y minus 3. Now I'm going to take out a common factor between the first two, 2y. So that leaves me with 4y minus 3. And you can see it's the same thing here, so we're just going to multiply by plus 1. So that factors out to 2y plus 1 times 4y minus 3. So we factored out that 1. Now, the other one that I'm going to factor out is the 2y squared minus 3y minus 2. And I'm going to do it over here. 2y squared minus 3y minus 2. So it has to multiply to negative 4 and add to positive 3. So that's going to be negative 4 and plus 1. Okay, that's going to add to that and multiply to negative 4. So I'm going to do 2y squared minus 4y plus 1y minus 2. Take out a 2y here, and I got y minus 2, and then plus 1 times y minus 2. And I'm going to end up getting 2y, that's not a g by the way, that's a y, plus 1 and y minus 2. So we factored those out. So now we don't have to worry about factoring them. The other thing that you can see there, Case, is that you've got a 3 minus 4y. And if you look up here, we've got a 4y minus 3. So if we take 3 minus 4y and we multiply that by negative 1, that's going to be negative 3 plus 4y, which equals 4y minus 3. So 4y minus 3 times negative 1 is that thing there that we had. So this also factors. We're going to write that instead of that 3 minus 4y. It's that times a negative 1. Okay, so now we're going to write out all of our question, and then we're going to go and do some factoring with these two things that we've already factored. Okay, let's change to red. All right, so the first one is that big one I just did. So it's 2y plus 1 times 4y minus 3. Okay, and then on the bottom I've got y squared minus 1. So y squared minus 1 is y plus 1 times y minus 1. Okay, now I'm going to leave the divide by, and then I'm going to flip it out after this. So I'm going to divide by, now I have to put this one, 2y plus 1 times y minus 2. Okay, that was that one. Then the bottom is 2y minus 2, so I can take a 2 out of that. 2 times y minus 1. Okay, and then I'm going to go divide by, and I'm going to put this factored one on top for that 3 minus 4y is going to turn into this. It's going to be negative 1 times 4y minus 3. And then the bottom part is just y plus 1. Okay, so now we have to do restrictions. So all the restrictions are these two, this one, these two because you're going to flip it over, and this one because you're going to flip it over. So y cannot be -1 or +1 or +1, which we already have, or +2, or this one we have to think a little bit. Move the 1 over and then divide by 2. So -1 divided by 2 would be -1/2. Or we've already got -1. And then this one, move the 3 over for 3 and then divide by 4. 3 divided by 4 is 3/4. So there are all the restrictions. That's a lot. Okay, now we have to flip these two over to multiply. So let me move my face out of there. Okay, and we'll go over here and we'll go 2y plus 1, 4y minus 3 over y plus 1 times y minus 1. Okay, and then we're going to multiply. We'll put this on top and this on the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to multiply. We're going to put this on the top and this on the bottom. Okay. Okay, we got all the restrictions figured out. We've factored everything. We flipped it over for the 2. Now we're going to cancel numerators and denominators that are exactly the same. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, this one cancels this one. One top, one bottom. This one cancels this one. This one cancels this one. This one cancels this one. And that is it. So what is left on top? Just the 2. What is left on the bottom? Just y, a -1 times y minus 2. That's it. And then all of those restrictions. Sorry, I didn't get to this right away the other day, but hopefully better late than never in this case, and I hope it helps. Okay, Case, if you do have any questions, keep asking them, keep tugging ahead, doing really well. So keep going at it. So if you do have any more questions, don't hesitate in chatting me, and I'll get to it when I can. All right, enjoy the weekend.